from the SF Gate, copper thieves, crackheads, likely, allegedly, cut 16,000 wires, knock out 911 service for 3 Bay Area cities, as if 911 didn't already have enough issues in the Bay Area. And I can only imagine, I haven't read this yet, but the SF Gate is likely going to find some way to blame this on the police officers, I guess. But my name's Eric. This channel is called Report and Opine. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm absolutely begging you.
I'm begging you, please. Come on, please.
It would help me a lot and it would cost you nothing. But if you wanted to help me even more and spend a little bit of money, you would buy my book, New York City 2020, Gotham Unglued, on Amazon.com. That link will be in the description. But they say 3 Bay Area cities saw their 911 service knocked out for a week in early June when thieves cut 16,000 wires along an AT&T communication cable to steal 400 feet of copper wire, officials said. So I guess in these cities, and perhaps they will let us know, there was at least somebody there, because you can talk about Oakland or San Francisco. There's nobody even there, right? Oh, call 911 if somebody's putting a gun right to your face. Otherwise, we can't help you. And even if the gun is in your face, we also probably can't help you. The 911 lines in Pinole, Hercules, and San Pablo went down again on June 22nd during an attempt to steal more copper. This time, the Pinole Police Department said officers caught 3 thieves in the act. 2 individuals, a 31-year-old man from Hayward and a 49-year-old man from Richmond, were arrested, and a third fled, according to a news release from the department. And they couldn't find him, and his buddies didn't snitch? Okay, fair. Service is expected to be restored on June 25th, which has already come and went. Matt Avery, a spokesperson for the police department, told SF Gate, in the meantime, calls are being routed to the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Office and then transferred to the Pinole Police Department Communication Center. I mean, so this is pretty serious, right? Like, maybe if you were in some little podunk town in the middle of nowhere, it wouldn't be quite as big a deal. And Pinole, Hercules, and San Pablo aren't the huge, news-breaking cities of the Bay Area, but there's still millions of people there who just can't call 911. So hope you're all right. And here is, I guess, the photo. Conduit stripped wire in Hercules, California. There is a delay for transferring the calls to us, but it's relatively short, 10 to 30 seconds. Oh, yeah, it's not that bad. It's just a short delay, right? Because some crackhead stole copper wire. But whatever, we can work around that. They strip away the hard coating, and under there are pairs of wires, he said. It's not your typical phone line running under your house. These cables can run below and above ground along structures. They're inside conduits. Unfortunately, the thieves know what to look for. I mean, think about that, too. Like, if you thieves could just use your powers for good. I don't know the first thing about stripping copper from a wire, but if you have that knowledge, can't you use it to do something a little bit more productive? Copper wire theft has long been an issue, with thieves pilfering the precious metal from everything from lampposts to rail lines, selling it to recycling plants for profit. And I think, okay, maybe not copper, but the catalytic converters, I think they have platinum or something in it. So these people know what they're looking for, and they're willing to take it, and nobody's going to stop them. And if they do stop them, they will probably, if somebody tries to stop them, they will either get assaulted by the thieves themselves or have the book thrown at them by the political thugs. In 2018, the FBI sounded the alarm bells, reporting that people stealing copper wire threatened the country's critical infrastructure by seeking out electrical substations, cellular towers, telephone landlines, railroads, and more for the valuable materials. And yeah, this is happening all over the place. There was a story only a couple weeks ago from some copper thieves in Oakland. Of course, I mean, copper theft is probably the least of their worries, but some thieves were stealing copper from a stoplight that they got sick of fixing, so they just put a stop sign on top of the light in the middle of the road, which I'm sure will cause no problems. And some people out in Lake Merritt, once again in Oakland, were stealing copper wire from lamp posts. And that also in Lake Merritt, they were stealing bonsai trees. So these people are stealing the wackiest things and refuse to use any of their powers for good, because I guess it's just easier to steal stuff and go get a hit of, I don't know, fentanyl. I don't even know what these people are doing nowadays. With the value of copper with the value of copper about 63% higher than it was 5 years ago. Yeah, well, everything is about 63% higher than it was 5 years ago. I wonder why. The theft seems to be surging in California. Oh, my word. And so, yeah, here we are. They're not actually blaming the police officers, but, theft seems to be surging in California. Oh, what? Yeah, bro. Obviously. It's absolutely through the roof. I mean, businesses are shutting down. Businesses are closing. Hotels are closing. Cops are actually getting shot in botched robberies at a cannabis club. And for the record, cannabis is quite literally the only thing that's gone down in price over the last 5 years. But I digress. In Los Angeles, some 6,713 cases of copper wire theft were reported in 2023 compared to 500 and 600 cases. That's crazy. Okay, 5 years, I guess it uptick, they love to say uptick, goes up a little bit, but 6,000 cases, almost 7,000 cases in 2023 compared to 500 and 600 cases on average in the 5 years before that. Absolute insanity. LA City Councilman Kevin De Leon said during a January news conference, the issue was amplified in LA earlier this month when the typically well-lit 6th Street bridge went dark after thieves pulled out miles of copper wire. So yeah, here's the SF Gate talking about LA, but you could just refer to Oakland, much closer to San Francisco, and the thieves, of course, the stoplight, the copper wire stoplight thieves, and the lamppost copper wire thieves from Lake Merritt. But they're going to go all the way down to LA to tell you that it's also happening there. Last year, Central Valley Representative Josh Harder wrote a letter to the FBI calling for more resources to address copper wire thieves. We need more money. We need more money. We're not going to actually enforce the laws or anything like that. That's probably like considered racist or whatever. But we need more money, apparently. The phone lines, plumbing, and power in our neighborhood is being threatened by copper thieves, Harder wrote. When they're cutting and stealing copper from emergency phone lines, we suddenly have a major public safety issue on our hands. So yeah, all the other stuff I just named about the lights and the stop sign, and on top of that, this particular story is about 911 not even working because these people are just absolutely maniacal. And we know for sure by now that the criminal political thugs will almost undoubtedly breed criminal residents. And here's some of the photos, I guess, tools used to cut copper wire. And the stories of copper wire theft go on and on. Wire has been harvested from historic lampposts in Oakland. Okay. Train station in San Jose. Didn't even know about that. But of course, solar farms in Fresno. It has become the new catalytic converter. My understanding is the value still isn't all that high. Yeah, well, I mean, because these thieves, they're just junkies and bums that are still going to steal anything with value above. I mean, they would break into your car to get a penny out of the cup holder. So, I mean, the bar is ridiculous. I mean, to say the bar is low would be an understatement. My understanding, the value isn't all that high, but it's gone up in recent years, just like everything else. I think it's low risk. It doesn't garner the same attention as when you're walking around with a whole bunch of catalytic converters. All right, that's the end of it. So, yeah, I guess we really shouldn't be surprised. You almost have to enjoy the ingenuity of the Bay Area thieves just looking for anything they can get their hands on to steal, make a tiny bit of money, and make the life for the person who are trying to report a crime, trying to drive a car, trying to just walk around the lake, absolute hell.